Hi there. So we're starting a new phase here at Project Platanos, and that is going to be to build our compost toilet and outdoor shower. Now behind me, you see these wild blackberry bushes along the fence. We're going to clear most of them out and prepare an area and build the foundation. That's part one of this series for our compost toilet and outdoor shower. Enjoy! Okay, so got it all staked out. It's hard to tell. The 4 stakes on your left is the water tower, and the 6 stakes on your right are the covered area. So the 4 first ones here is an open covered area, and the other 4 stakes are the closed covered area to do your business. So there's a big hole to be dug there, but I'm happy with it. It's looking good. Another beautiful day in Western Greece, and I've been digging, so I'm a little bit out of breath, as you've seen earlier in the video. Now, what are we up to? So I'm building a compost toilet that's going to have a bin that's underground, and mostly underground, snug tight under the toilet seat, so that when you go do your number twos, it's going to go into the bin, cover it with sawdust, and become compost over time. Now I'm using a pretty large garbage bin, and there's a ramp to take the bin out once it's full, or almost full. You don't want to let it get full. I got a lot of gravel to bring in for drainage, and I've got the waste pipes for number one yet to do, so that's still in the plans. And then we've got the platform to build the shower and the building that will house the toilets for number ones and number twos. So I recently discovered something. When you get down below 1 meter, which I hadn't done yet, which was done here, the soil changes and it gets brown. The first layer, topsoil, is very black, full of vegetation. It's about 10 to 20 centimeters. The second layer, which is very black, is clay and silt, hardly any sand, which is about 1 meter, I guess, 80 centimeters to 1 meter. And below that, you get this nice sandy clay soil. Definitely going to do the bottle test and see what we have here. Interesting. So what are the holes you've been seeing me dig? Well, check it out. Down here is going to be my compost toilet. Under the compost bin, dog, compost bin. Anyways, under the compost bin is going to be a bed of clear gravel for drainage gravel. And I figured that wouldn't be enough. So I made 4 holes, almost 1 meter deep each. I'll fill those with drainage rock as well. And the ground drains better the deeper it gets, because it gets more sandy. Up here, this dark stuff is really thick and doesn't absorb water very well. But the further down you go, the more it seems to be able to absorb water. So I made these 4 holes to help with drainage under the compost bin for any possible leaks or liquids. So this is actually river stone that I got from a local quarry. An abandoned quarry, really. They've been dumping garbage in it. And I got the stone, and as you saw earlier, had to pass it through the screen, get rid of all the fines, and use the rest as drainage stone. It's going to work perfectly. Still have this section to do, small section. It's going to have to be for tomorrow because I ran out of material. Looking pretty good. Creepy crawlies, where'd he go? Oh, he's on my arm, back on my hand. Creepy crawlies. So the thing about laying stone is trying to picture where your next rock is going to be so that you don't have to move it 3-4 times. So you look at the shape of the previous stone, look at the shape of the next stone, and try and see how they can match. Now I'm thinking like this. And a little bit higher. So I gotta move it again. Oh. Oh. Little bit of adjustment. Sometimes it can just be one stone like this, which is a bigger one, that's stopping it from sitting correctly. Oh, I think we got it. Yeah. So like I said, this is our entrance. These 4 big stones will be the step up point to come into the toilet shower area. Yikes, those things are heavy. So like I said on a previous day, we've got this drainage trench all around. And now I've started laying the first row of stones. There'll be a second one behind it. And a gap there to finish still. And that's the drainage trench around the shower area. The entrance and shower area. Now, down here is the compost toilet area, which is much lower than up here, right? So there's a small gap there that I've left with no drainage stone. A little bit dry earth for the moment, but I'm gonna pack that really good with wet clay to build a dam, so that the water that goes into this trench all around doesn't make its way down into the compost toilet pit. Let's get at it. I got some wet sticky clay going on here. I'm going to cover it with a little bit more dry material so that I can tamp it, compact it somewhat. Right now it just sticks to everything. I've said this before, our land here is comprised mostly of clay and silt, and it does not drain water very well. So it absorbs as much water as it can, leaves the rest on top, and stays very wet. Okay, one more layer of the same. I'm told it's not the best quality clay because it's very dark, but all I know is it's very, very sticky. Alright, one more layer. See how the water doesn't soak in, it just sits on top. You can see some air bubbles coming out. I can see it flowing here into the drainage stone, which is a good sign. Alright, so when that dries, it's going to turn to stone and impervious to water. Not 100%, but enough to stop water flowing through it. So that's it for this video. It's just starting to rain right now. So that's a good thing. Hasn't rained in several days. And I needed to water the garden and the plants and the trees, but then now I don't have to water, so that's good. And I just finished putting in the small river gravel, round stone, round river stone, round cleaned round clean river stone. That makes the bigger stones lock into place and allows for drainage. Let me show you what we've done, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. quality control here by Guy. Hey, Guy? Hey, Guy?